How European conquered India under the disguise of trade. Europeans hardly come in great numbers to the territory they once to conquered, mostly not to draw unnecessary attention to themselves. The first European expedition to reach India by sea was led by Portuguese aristocrat Vasco da Gama and consisted of 4 ships and a total crew of 171 men. They arrived at Calicut on the west coast of India in 1498 and asked the local Hindu ruler if they might set up a trading post along the coast there and do a little buying, maybe a little selling. The ruler said sure. Why wouldn't he? If these strangers wanted to buy cloth, or raw cotton, or sugar or whatever, why would he say no? His people had businesses to run. You don't make money by refusing to sell your products. The Europeans did encounter a flash of hostility from Muslims thereabouts a bit later, but the Muslims were interlopers themselves in the far south, and so the Portuguese got local Hindu support to build a little town and fort at a place called Goa. They had nothing very remarkable to trade, but they did have money to buy, and as the years went by more of them were coming along with more and more money to spend, as the gold of the Americas flooded the European economy. Goa became a permanent Portuguese implant in India. Then more traders came along from other parts of Western Europe. The French set up a trading post at Pondicherry and the British set up one at Madras. The Dutch sailed by and looked in as well. These European communities started fighting among themselves for business advantages, but the Indians paid little notice. Why should they care who won? Babur and his descendants were just establishing the Mughal Empire up north, and they were the big story of the time, much bigger than a few obscure traders building little forts along the coast. And so the 16th century passed without Europeans making much of an impact on the Islamic world. As time goes on, the British India Company expanded their influence through combinations of political alliances, military force and economic power, and took control over most part of India following the Battle of Plassey in 1757.